Welcome to Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium, home to the Western Michigan Broncos, where we have a terrific matchup in store. Today, two teams set to square off in a MAC slugfest. As we'll see, the UConn Huskies taking on the Western Michigan Broncos. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Broncos will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. It's Whitaker. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Connecticut's offense will get first crack at it today. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the tight end, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Adams. Here comes the heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Gay. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Punt is on its way. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So Western Michigan's offense will get the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Doyle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative.
Breaks into the open. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run in...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Western Michigan. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Whitaker. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UConn going back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. To the air, it's Adams. Snagged out of the air. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
Looking for space. It's game. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This UConn offense really has it going. It's a draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. After run, now throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pitts. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Turning it on! Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. And the Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, UConn. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pocket breaking down. Got him and nobody's close. All out of space. The 10. Touchdown Broncos. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The UConn offense goes back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking to throw, it's Adams. Fires to the middle. He's got him wide open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. He'll do it himself. Find some fresh air. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They'll play it safe and try for 3. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Used the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one's...
Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Broncos just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Shakes off the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. The give to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Complete on third down. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Yoder. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the move, it's Miles. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit.
Number 13 on the field goal.
Right down the boulevard. Now up by 7 points here in the second. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Syracuse is going to enjoy the trip back to Central New York after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there inside the Dome, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Makes the grab down the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to pass. It's Adams. He's got him. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over him. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. UConn will have to punt it away. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Doyle. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for a huge play. Wide open, he makes the catch. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Waldo Stadium.
UConn has it teed up to start this second half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Got a little space. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
We just went to half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lewis. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. UConn going back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right?
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Looking for a gap. It's Miles. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. Touchdown Broncos! And the pummeling has started. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The UConn offense goes back to work. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Adams. Unleashes one. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
He'll go to the sneak. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. UConn will have to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Gives it on the option. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Broncos, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Broncos are flying down the field. They'll move the wide receiver to the air on first down. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Broncos are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rushes on him. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
Power football with the run. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes with the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UConn going back to work on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Rides to back and leaves it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Adams. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Got it in the middle, it's Levis.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. Smashes it between the uprights. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll run it to the right side. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The UConn offense goes back to work. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
It's a draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Adams. Quickly out to the tight end. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Catch in the middle. It's Levis. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. This UConn offense really has it going. Caught behind the line. It's Levis. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Huskies. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not one, not two, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Grab behind the line. It's Doyle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Miles. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Kick is in the air. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. UConn going back to work on offense. Looking to throw, it's Adams. Oh, they're after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Huskies racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. They're working that left side. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. UConn comes to the line after getting another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Levis. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch? UConn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, UConn!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. On the ground, it's Clinton. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the 4th quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. toss to the outside. Finding open areas. Turning it on. All down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Pass mistakes, and he may get more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Off play action. Under fire. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Broncos are in the hurry-up. Tight end now in motion. Rides the back on the option to give. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Western Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Back to throw, it's Adams. Right on the money. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock.
No gain on the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from them.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.